Hello, you lovelies, and welcome to this weekly tarot reading. I'm Ragna. So happy you're here, and I hope you had a lovely weekend and that you're ready for the new week and for October to start, which starts on Friday. And I hope you're ready for Mercury retrograde because it starts today. So we try to meet Mercury retrograde with a high spirit because sometimes it can be really frustrating. So this retrograde lasts until October 18th. I felt a bit of the retrograde. It's in its shadow retrograde a week before and a week after. So sometimes it can be a bit of a you can feel the energies a bit before and after, but it officially ends the 18th of October. So, and with Mercury retrograde, there can be some challenges around communications and everything involving communication. So this might be IT problems and maybe sometimes you speak before you think and you misinterpret what other people say, so it can be a bit of it doesn't always feel as harmonious and smooth as what it usually does. So if it's been maybe some relationships you have that maybe have already a bit of a communication issue, it might kind of blossom up with this retrograde. But it's important to remember to try to use this for self-development. So if things feel really frustrating during these weeks with the retrograde, try to stop, observe, breathe, sing a song, and try to what can you learn from this? Okay, why are you irritated? Why is this pissing you off, basically? So and how can you communicate better? How can you listen? Maybe like with me, I love to talk, and sometimes it's hard for me to listen. So that's kind of a lesson for me always that comes up during the retrogrades. So how can you stop, listen to what other people say more properly, and then maybe think, breathe before you speak if it's issues that's a bit difficult. So try to take it easy, be gentle with yourself and with others, maybe have a bit more patience with others. Read your messages before you send them on telephone or on email. Try to read it again. Make sure to make backup of your documents, important papers, and it could be wise, if it's possible, to postpone signing of important documents until after the 18th, like contracts and stuff like that, if you can. So yeah, so and be gentle and try to think, okay, if anything is cancelled or postponed, try to, okay, it was not meaning that it was going to happen now. It's supposed to happen in the future. So try to go with the flow, have a good mood, sing a song if it kind of you get frustrated. So, but the cards for this week is really positive, I think. I pulled 3 cards as I normally do. This week I've used my Druidcraft Tarot cards, and the main card for this week, so sorry Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, it's a bit of nudity. But the main card is the Star from the Major Arcana. And this is probably one of the most positive and awesome cards in the tarot deck. So even though we're going into Mercury retrograde, there might be cancellations, there might be bad communication, and thing doesn't go according to plan, there is hope. So try to stay positive. Like, seriously, this is one of the most positive cards in the deck. So if things has felt really shitty lately, maybe with the energy, or maybe you're feeling a bit of anxious with this retrograde as well, it's heaps of hope and good energy around this as well. So please keep the faith, listen to Bon Jovi, keep the faith, and sing along. Try to do stuff that makes you happy, be with people that make you happy, and try to, okay, this didn't turn out as I imagined in my head, but maybe something better can happen. So try to have a positive outlook. And the second card is also from the Major Arcana, and this is the High Priest, which is the way I've learned this archetype is he's a spiritual teacher, he's a mentor, he's a guide. So maybe there's something you can do this week. Maybe you finally get some time, because when it's Mercury retrograde, it's not the time to start on new things. It's a perfect time to conclude things, revise things, analyze, have an overview, maybe finish that online course, read that book, finally get that meeting done. So maybe this week, like the feeling I get from seeing this is, okay, maybe I should finish that book I've started, or finally finish that online course, or maybe finish writing that blog post. So try to see if it's something you can finish and something that you also will learn from. So, but maybe also with the High Priest, it's about maybe you go for someone for advice to get things settled, or maybe you also works as an advisor, as a mentor for someone else. So it will be an exchange, I feel, from learning and teaching. So, and sometimes what I've learned in my career as a spiritual teacher and healer and tarot reader is you teach best what you need to learn yourself as well. So it's like, don't worry if you don't know everything about what you're talking about, or if a friend comes for you for advice, just talk from your heart. Well, okay, what have you learned? What have you learned from this theme? So yeah, so go from there, go from your heart. And maybe you'll meet a new mentor as well, or a mentor from earlier, because the retrograde comes back, so you learn something new. So you kind of have a little renaissance with this teacher. And the last card is Five of Pentacles. So this card might mean that you feel a bit of outside sometimes this week, and especially with economics, material issues. So you kind of feel a bit outside. Maybe you feel poor. It doesn't mean that you are poor or that you will lose money. What I thought with this, here in Norway now, the electricity bills are just insanely high, and the news and everyone is spreading this fear energy about this, and it is the truth as well, that the bills will be higher this winter. So I felt a bit like super stressed about, okay, I need to turn off the lights, the heating everywhere, seriously. And we're renovating as well. A lot of electricity goes with the renovating. So it's a bit of that fear energy that you don't have enough. So keep the faith. So with this as the main card, I think this is not a big issue, but it might kind of stir up a bit with the retrograde now as well, with the communication and stuff. So, but keep the faith and try to stay positive. Try to see if you can find new solution, new smart solution. Make it a bit of a sport. Like if you live in Norway and see this and you a bit stressed about, for example, these electricity bills or other material issues, try to, okay, how can I do this the best possible way? How can I use my experience, kind of make a bit of a contest of it? Maybe how can I save as much electricity, or try to keep the vibe high and positive, even though it feels shitty. I know, every time I worry about money, something happens with the car. So it's like yeah. So it's try to turn this fear energy to something positive. Yes. But lovely week with with the star, and with that, me and Snapp wishes you a lovely week. Oh, and thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.